Hi everybody, my name is Bogdan Sabone. I'm the CEO and co-founder of the Pole Society, a startup focused on reinventing or the glory of billboard advertising. So in order to reshape the outdoor industry, three fundamental pillars need to be addressed. First of all, democratization of a medium, which basically means allowing access to anybody willing to advertise, no matter how small they are. The second pillar is budget transparency, basically. The value of the media to be transparent and to be correlated to the actual number of audience. And the third one is innovation. The outdoor industry, the biggest innovation that has seen in the last 20 years is basically replacing paper with LEDs, and there's a lot more that can be done there. Our story began in the busiest place in Bucharest, Unirii Square, which is the home to over 100 billboards, where 300,000 people pass by each day that see the same static and non-targeted content. So naturally, we asked ourselves, how do you advertise there? Why would you do it? And actually, how much it costs? And what if we found is a system that's extremely archaic, basically with only one exception, which later became our partner. The entire process means emails, phone calls, and on complex spreadsheets that sometimes not even the experts understand, and on top of that, a long and painful rate card negotiation. This excludes the core of online advertising. SMBs, digital agencies, and corporate marketing focus on promotional advertising because it's time-related and it's cost. The result is that the content has below 1% relevance to the audience. Now, while there's no solution to block the noise in real life like we do online, and probably won't be for a while, what we actually did is make what you see relevant. And we did that by focusing on three fundamental pillars. Access to media, basically anybody, anywhere, anytime can advertise on any connected billboard in the platform. So for example, Techsylvania could present and advertise the event in Times Square in a matter of minutes. The second pillar is information. In order to have a successful campaign, you have to know who you're talking to. Otherwise, you just send a message out in the ether and the results are going to be bad. And the last one is reactive content. So if it's cold and it's raining outside, it makes no sense to advertise Sun Ocean or ice cream, for example. It took us 3 years, during which we signed on billboards. We built and tested various models. We built some amazing pilot projects that got amazing international recognition. And at the end of it, our platform, TPS Engage, was born. What the platform does is it manages exclusively billboards or connect to existing networks for the remnant inventory, unsold inventory, that in turn transforms into a powerful advertising tool for small and medium businesses, as well as amazing content for the audience. It's built on top of an AI module that builds patterns around the audience and correlates the data sources like traffic in real time with weather and how it performs and many other data sources. And basically our mission is to bring as much reactive content in the market as possible, because this grows the performance of each ad, grows the awareness level, and in the end makes everybody that's involved happier than they are today. And let me actually show you real quick how it works. Let's send a very short message. And time is not my friend, so I'm going to go directly. So let's test it. So we have various formats. One of our partners is at one of the billboards, so I'm just going to put it there. We select the frequency where we want to play. Let's just give it 90 seconds so it can send us something. And let's give it 5 o'clock. So it goes now. And the next part is dropping the media, which we've prepared. compare them valid. Oh. Okay, we have a picture here. Now, if we wanted to make this campaign reactive, we would need multiple visuals, which we would then assign rules to. And we only have one visual now, but basically this is how the rules work. You say if it's morning and it's raining outside, then the second visual should play. You review your order and basically you publish. And this is an admin account, it doesn't need any moderation. I'm just going to let Mihai know that we published. In the meanwhile, I'm going to show you how a reactive campaign looks like and performs. Okay, the idea is we had a brand, because we can't hear the volume, that an underwear brand. No, take it off. So we had an underwear company that had a flash sale. So in order to make their ad stand out, we deployed face recognition cameras in Oniri Square that were counting how many people were actually looking at the billboard. The more people were in front of the billboard, the stronger the fan blew, so the girl's skirt was lifting. And at the end came the reveal where if you go to the shopping mall in the next couple of hours, there's a 50% discount on women's underwear. It was an interesting campaign both to do and to be there to film it, because not all the reactions were funny and positive. They were ashamed. So this is an example of contextual campaign, which we can do in a matter of days instead of the moment Mihai is going to send me the ad we just uploaded, I'm going to show it. So in a nutshell, a billboard overall loses 45% of their inventory calculated on US rates, which means it loses 43,000 potential customers a year worth over 2.2 million. There's over 11 million billboards in the world right now. We've been working with some of the major players in the advertising world, both agency and clients, as well as startups and smaller and local players. And our main technology partners are Phoenix Media, both on media and technology, Global Worth, which we manage their media exclusively, and Microsoft, it's a complete cloud-based solution. There's four founders with backgrounds in advertising, technology, and business development. We just grew the team to 10 people working on the product. Overall, right now, we have 59 billboards connected in Bucharest. The monthly reach of these billboards is over 24 million, and the media worth is around 20 million a year. There's two versions of the platform. There's a light version, which is in private beta right now with Global Worth, and at the end of July, both platforms will be live for anybody to advertise. Thanks.
All right, questions, guys?
Thanks for the pitch. I have a question around legal aspects of what you're doing actually, because we invested into a Wi-Fi tracking company, and there's actually some EU regulation coming up. So the facial recognition stuff you are doing, did you check if that's allowed, or like is it easily to be rolled out in other countries?
Yes, we are founding members of the European Technology Alliance. It's an alliance of European startups that we co-founded with some of the largest European players. And the goal of this entity is to lobby and basically support startups in Brussels. And we've had discussion, one of the groups that I'm part of is the privacy and privacy regulation throughout the EU. And when it comes to face recognition, the solution that we brought in front of the Commission is nobody has access to the video. Everything is picked up, it's sent into the cloud, completely encrypted, and the results are returned. There's only one or up maximum 2 people that can actually get to the video if it's required.
So is your solution like an ad server for outdoor? Is that what you're offering, basically?
It's also an ad server, yes.
Okay, so and what's your business model? I'm not sure I got it. How are you going to make money from it? Exactly.
We are making money. First of all, from the first model we have is we work with real estate companies that have office buildings, and they install digital billboards to diversify their business model, which we manage exclusively, both contextually and standard. The second model is picking up remnant inventory from other digital billboard companies. This being remnant inventory, we get it at a discount, pretty significant discount. We then split it into hourly time slots to be affordable basically to everybody. We add our margin on top of that, and we only pay when something gets bought. So that we don't prepay, and when we sell, we already have our margin on top of it.
All right, thanks.
Can you just talk a little bit more about the target customer and how you sell the product in the end?
There's 2 target customers. It's the SMBs, digital agencies, and promotional marketing, and is the standard advertising. With standard advertising, we sign contractually 1-year contracts where we negotiate the rebates. Everything else is based on a self-service, basically. The only thing is that if it's a digital agency, they will pre-commit to us volume, so then we give them an extra discount upfront. Otherwise, on a self-service, where people go to the platform, request logins and so on, the more they consume, the more their discount gets.
Thank you.
Excellent. Guys, can we put our hands together for Bogdan, please? Thank you very much.
And I think I have 10 seconds to show you the video.